Welcome to Dwarf. Wait, where am I?
I'm trying to.
Welcome to.
Wait. There we go. Okay. It's not labeled Nate anymore on here.
Hello! Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is Wildlands Survival Guide, episode 8. I think yesterday was episode 7.
Yeah. No, today's 7. Yesterday was 6.
6?
Yeah.
All right. What are numbers? What is time? Happy Mega Pack Monday. It is Mega Pack Monday here at Dwarven Forge. We celebrated by releasing 3 Mega Packs. We got a few more to go still. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. I think we're going to do a short stream. We were supposed to doing a painting stream tonight, but instead, a couple of new pieces that we have to show on Wednesday, which is going to be very exciting. So I'm her stunt double, and I'm not going to be painting anything. I'm just going to be answering some of your questions because I think we have a lot of questions backing up. And you can ask some questions too beyond the list. We have a list from the indomitable Knightis Jenny, so we'll be going down that. And I don't know, are we going to do anything else, Mace? What do we got?
We're gonna take requests for some small piece things from the chat, but it's gonna be a small, low maintenance stream.
Yeah, and the idea is to be in bed by 10 o'clock.
All right. Is that Eastern 10?
That's yeah.
Okay.
Eastern Standard Daylight right now today time.
We have some Central and some Mountains people, so just a
Pacifics.
Yeah, Pacifics.
The Stephans, the Pacifics.
So you'd have 5 more hours till bedtime.
Oh
if
my
that were the
goodness.
Case.
Yeah. News. We got upcoming schedule. So let's see. Tomorrow night, Eli will be here, and we are going to. He's going to show a new thing that he's working on. That's super exciting, and I don't know exactly what we're going to do. Just be like, just 2 cool dudes hanging out, pushing clay around, and talking about cool things. I don't know what we're going to do.
Just dudes being bros.
Yeah, just some bro stuff. We're going to lift weights with our necks and stuff. It'll be pretty cool. Maybe he'll do the splits on camera again. Like the first episode of On the Anvil.
Yeah.
Then Wednesday night, which is, man, that's coming fast, is the live game. So I'm going to be DMing for an all-star cast, and we're going to be revealing a bunch of cool stuff, and it should be fun. I don't know if anybody watched the last game, which was whatever days ago. It'll be a continuation of that story with 3 new characters. One, Ember Moon is back. Her bounty hunter rogue Ash is going to be trying to save the world. So we'll see how that goes. It should be fun. And then Thursday, Crystal Sully's going to be on. Monster Maker Extraordinaire. She'll be, I don't know. We don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be fun. And then on Friday, we have our secret cabal of technomancers, and Toby will join us to talk about the Dwarven Light Puck and the dark wizardry held within. And you'll see some cool Dwarven Light Puck, Light Foo, on Wednesday for the game, which should be awesome. And then we can actually show you. We'll show you how the sausage is made on Friday. And Saturday is Joe Manganiello. And what do we need to light?
Your hawk isn't showing, and I kind of wanted to. I think that's on the board.
It is. It's number
5? No.
5. It should be 5. Go 5 all the way up. Oh wait. But you knocked out all the other lights. What the heck? Oh, you know what it is? It's scene. Wait. Did you hit a button?
I hit 5.
Please stand by. Oh, here.
And I
Push
turned
it
right
back
into
to A1, I think. All you have to do is slide the
Okay,
numbers at the
buttons.
top are the scenes, so you can have preset setups, and then the sliders are for the actual control on each. All right, let's see how that does. Ka-chunga. All right, back. And let's see, Saturday is Joe Manganiello. And then Sunday is Russ Charles from Steamforged. And then Monday is a painting stream, Hamster and Aaron, I think.
Yeah.
Final details. And then Tuesday, I'm going to reprise. I don't know anybody that tuned in to the build stream, that was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes.
So I'm going to do another one of those. I'm going to do an all-afternoon build stream, I think. Like, start at noon Eastern Pacific Mountain Time. And just, like, I don't know, do like 3 hours of just building on, like, just taking requests and building fun stuff, because that was fun. And then Stefan is going to run a big finale game that night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then the next day the campaign's over and we're going to stop streaming. Yay!
Woo!
And we've done it. We've done streamed every single day of the campaign.
Every single one. We made it.
Other important notes. Let's see. We are cranking through getting all our add-on packs out. We will have the vast majority of the add-on packs out by end of day Saturday, the 29th. There will be a few stragglers, some reveal-y bits that will trickle out up to the last day, maybe. But the bulk of everything, like the meat and potatoes, the bread and butter, as it were, what's a good another food analogy? The pasta.
The water and bread.
The bread and water, the gruel, the porridge.
Oh, gruel. I love gruel.
Yeah, have been ladled out. And all that would be left would be the cherry on top of your porridge. Right? That's a classic analogy.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Is the Pledge Manager the cherry?
No, the cherry are the last couple of sets.
I see.
Pledge Manager is breakfast the next morning.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Or second breakfast.
Is it
perhaps.
continental?
No, it's like a buffet. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet with like pancakes and waffles and like raspberry compote. I'm hungry. I don't know. So that's all the add-ons. We'll have everything, all the bulk of the add-ons out by Saturday, all the stuff that you really need to make your decisions. Then there'll be a couple of fun packs that'll roll in between that. Although, everything might change, but we'll see. But it won't change. Does anybody need to hear about Heart of the Heart Pledge, the Heart add-ons? We talked about it yesterday a little bit. Does anybody need to hear about them? They're coming Thursday. These are our bigger than Explore, smaller than Mega sets. They're add-ons that you can buy, add-ons that have stretch goals that are custom, that are one for each biome. They're kind of awesome. So those are coming Thursday, I think. And I think that's all I have for news. Any other important news? Do you guys have any questions about news?
What is the difference between a heart and the mega packs?
So I don't know, because we just make all these things up. So it's just the name of the things. So we have a Heart of the Forest, the Heart of the Swamp, and the Heart of the Mountain. And they are pseudo pledges. They're kind of like a pledge, but it's just it's an add-on pack. But they have stretch goals, and they're pure raw dwarvenite. They're broader than the mega pack. So like we have the Banks mega pack and a Trees mega pack and a Escarpment mega pack. They're a little, so the Heart of the Mountain has escarpments and it has floors and it has some trees. It has kind of everything you need to make a mountain. It's sort of like if you took the Explore the Wilds pledges, but did it with all sculpted bits. And there's no dice, there's no miniatures, there's no, like, it's just pure unadulterated terrain. And they're ideal for if you want to add some add-on packs for spice and whatever, but it's like all this stuff and very repeatable, right? So you get 4 if you wanted. You could get 4 Heart of the Mountains to have like just all the building blocks you'd need to make a big old mountain. So it's kind of like if you mashed up some mega packs together to make like a really cohesive, like this is everything you need sculpted wise for this environment. So if you already have a Dread Hollow Forest encounter from Caverns Deep, you can get Heart of the Forest, and it's like everything you need to spruce up spruce up your Dread Hollow Forest and expand that out. And same with the Heart of the Swamp. And Heart of the Swamp has no terrain trays, no battle boards, no water mats. There's no negative spaces. It's all just sculpted dwarvenite. So if you want, you can get you can get some of that coverage as add-ons, but there's nothing in there, so it's just all like sculpted terrain. And on that note, we should mention again for anybody that doesn't know. So there's been some requests for non-gridded, gridless versions of terrain trays and water mats and battle boards and whatnot. So our current plan is we're keeping everything that we have that's gridded. That we're not taking anything away. So everything that's been offered is offered, and it is what it is. But at the end of the campaign, we're going to send a survey to every single backer, and we're going to ask you, hey, are you interested in buying gridless, gridded or gridless? So what do you want? Tell us your preferences. How many you think you're going to buy? If there's enough demand for gridless, then we'll add some add-ons in the pledge manager for gridless options that seem to have enough interest behind them. So we got you, gridless people. If there's enough demand out there, we'll make it happen. Yeah. Any other news questions, or should we do questions?
Do you know the general price points or size of the heart pledges?
Yes. The general price point and sizes of the heart pledges are TBD. They are...
we do know, we're just keeping it a secret.
Well, I don't have it all fully memorized, but it's roughly the... what was it for? I can't remember.
You said this was Thursdays?
Yeah.
I might be able
the
to
forest
look it up
is 900 or 850 or 950 or something, and it's a little larger than or roughly the size of the Dread Hollow or something. It's 1.5 feet by 2.5 or 2. I don't know. I sit it down. It's built in the other room. Same with the mountain. The mountain's about 1,100 or 1,150 or 1,200, and it's in a big footprint. Roughly, like the Heart of the Forest is roughly this footprint. And then the swamp. Swamp's a trickier one because it has no negative space, so it's all banks, but it's bigger than the banks mega pack, and it comes in at 850. I think it was 850, like roughly 850, 875 or something for the swamp, 950 for the forest, and 1150 for the mountain or something like that, somewhere in that realm. But they're just the like size. If you've got like 2 Aranthor mountain sets already, you want to get this. You get Heart of the Mountain, and then you have like everything to make all this is like mega awesome forest mountain build. The mountain has no drift stones and has no wyver stone, just a little bit that's peppered in the crags. So it's like a no nonsense mountain. It's trees and rocks and nettle gorse and the like. And then if you want the high fantasy stuff, you get the add-on packs and spice it in there. Also, they're really good if you get Wildlands Untamed and you want more bread and butter but don't want to duplicate up on a lot of the weird specific pieces. These are exactly so you get Wildlands Untamed and then each of the hearts, and that will cover that. You'll have like all the forest. It gives you like it bulks up your forest bread and butter, your mountain bread and butter, and your swamp bread and butter, and you have just like tons of options without too much repetition of like the very specific bits or whatnot. So they're going to be they're exciting. So those are coming on Thursday. So hang in. Any other thoughts, or should we go to other questions?
There's been a lot of people riled up about unicorns in general in the chat. I don't know.
Like what aspect of unicorn?
There is. Where are the unicorns getting killed in Wildlands? Are they heart unicorn
everywhere.
packs? Where are the promised unicorns? Did I
They're
see a
trapped
Hamlet
in the
unicorn?
Shadowfell. The unicorns are trapped in the Shadowfell.
And then, are you a unicorn / have you killed a unicorn?
I would never kill a unicorn. They're like a majestic celestial guardian of the forest. No, I am a silver dragon. That's what Justice Armand says.
Okay.
In polymorphed, it's my human form. I'm just like in disguise.
I see.
No, but that idea of the Shadowfell unicorn is pretty neat. From the other one of these days we had
like a nightmare.
Yeah. Like a nightmare with a horn.
Yeah.
And like just serious, no all business.
Dark rhino.
Yeah. A dark rhinoceros. Yeah. All right. What other? Should we go down the Jenny list? Should we take some live questions? What should we do? You tell me. What do people want to know besides the unicorns?
We can bounce back and forth.
There are no unicorns, unfortunately, right now.
Some in. One of the Jenny questions is, are the streams uploaded to YouTube anywhere? I know I can find it on Twitch, but I prefer to watch on YouTube since I can adjust the playback speed.
Why don't you feel that one?
I think that, if there's enough people asking for it on YouTube, which we've had a few requests, we could basically make a separate YouTube that's just Dwarven Forge Live or Dwarven Forge Twitch. But as of right now, there isn't like a concrete plan. But we
do have all the replays on Twitch.
Yes.
Right? Like you can watch it on
It's
Twitch.
more of, it's because of the platform. Like with YouTube, you can change the speeds and stuff like that. So
they can double time through it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense. Sometimes I like podcasts at 1.5 speed. It's perfect.
I like to do things at 50% speed. It makes me feel faster.
Like a sloth.
Yeah.
We could put like this. I could put like the live games on YouTube. Collect up the live play. Or something. That reminded me of. Oh, I know people have been asking about video content. We've just finished today shooting. We've shot 10 hands-on videos, so those are in the works. Selena's doing waterfalls first because everybody's excited for that. But we have a lot of hands-on and compatibility. This was remnants of forest compatibility, and here, which is the last one we shot today. So we got those videos are in the works. They'll be coming out over the next week. Yeah. What other questions? What else do people want to know? How can we enhance your Wildlands experience?
Merc90 says there were some forest and tree mega packs today. Anything like that for driftstones or mountains?
Yes, for escarpments and ledges. Not currently for driftstones, but I don't know. We're hitting the kind of the bottom of the barrel for. We're basically out of SKUs, but I'll put down Driftstones Mega.
Seraphis the Bland would like to know if there's any hope, speaking of SKUs, of bringing back the swamp grass. I saw those sculpts and they looked amazing.
Oh, the cattails. I don't think the cattails are going to make it here. They might make it in the Pledge Manager, maybe. I don't know. So they're awesome. They're really neat. They're really nice sculpt, and they nestle really nicely together. And it's just sort of thing. But they end up being, they're way more expensive than they should be for such a little thing. It was like there's a lot of little undercuts and all the little reeds and whatever. The sculpt it's like $850 painted or something for this little tiny reed. So it was just like. I don't know. It just seemed very expensive for what it was, and I wanted to put it's favoring more expensive or more. I don't know. I thought there were more exciting things. If I had, we have a limit on pieces, and I was trying to favor things that were spicier. If it had been half the cost, it would have been perfect. But then we had a hard quote on that one in the manufacturing cost, and it made it just too. I don't know. It was too high to be feasible when there's so many other things fighting for that spot. But yeah, I love those cattails. Michelle did a really good job on them. And it's just like, it's just what you find in the swamp, and you put them anywhere.
Yeah, they're versatile.
Yeah.
I wish they would have made it too, but also like the price for them is a little bit silly compared to some of the other.
Like how big they're like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it based on like what it is because it's intricate, but it is disappointing.
Yes, I share this disappointment.
Yes. Okay, so Masticon, who is a forumite, says, any news about Johanna? I still can't get into my forum account.
She's in Arizona, right? Arizona? New Mexico?
She's in
Arizona.
The deserty part of the United States.
As of this morning, she is there.
We saw the boxes.
Yep. She exists. She's back on the grid, sort of. So she's going to be getting up to speed this week, and hopefully we can get you back on the forums.
Ken Matsey says, what about the weird glowy mouth thing?
The Gloom Gorger. So, okay, that's a funny story. Where is the... So, we had a JST socket connector, a teardrop socket connector that went into I'm gonna get it. Wait, hold it. Hey, Mace.
Oh, good.
Tell some jokes.
Okay. I have a few kind of prepared, maybe. Okay. These are all ones that I've actually gotten from you backers. So, here's number 1. Did you hear about the guy who died drinking milk? A cow fell on him. The next one. What do you call a cow with 3 legs? Tri-tip. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Lean beef. What do you call a cow with 1 leg? Steak. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow that wears bells? Wait, why do cows wear bells? Sorry. Got in a loop. Because their horns don't work. Here we go. Here's one from Toby, our technomancer. He says, did you hear about the terrible food poisoning at the Italian restaurant? Well, 5 people passed away. Oh, man. I love all these dad jokes. They keep me young. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to keep reading comments until you guys... Oh, get canned laughter ready. I don't know if I can pull it up that quick, but I can certainly fake it. What was the price of cattails compared to the lily pad? That's a great question. I actually think that it was probably about double. I don't want to say that without knowing for sure, but like the cattails were definitely expensive for the sculpt. Very surprisingly so. Can I suggest the mountain pack doesn't include a lot of trees? That's an interesting suggestion. I'll bring that up too, Nate.
Man.
I went through all of my jokes.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Tough
Are people
crowd.
still watching? Are they...
We need more canned laughter.
Yeah. All right. You know what was amazing? I looked all over Confidence, and they were actually... Tyler put them in he had an out of circulation, has a bin of out of circulation pieces in there. So they're where they should be, which is always the last place I look. You want to give a pop to the close-up? Let's
Sure.
talk. Oh yeah, these, I love these cattails now. Again, I've missed them. It's been a while.
There's a question on their price relative.
Slide that bad boy closer to.
Their price relative to the lily pads. Do you know?
They're like 4 times the price of the lily pads.
Yeah.
The lily pad is that big. Yeah, these are a really nice. They're a nice sculpt, and they kind of nestle in. I don't know. Maybe we'll try and revive them for the pledge manager as a thing. But you can see all the details. But they're sassy, but also expensive for what they are. There. So then this guy. So I don't know. We'll see what happens to them. And then this was the Gloom Gorger. This is before, and then we look at this. There's just 4 different paint schemes. So this guy was having a hard. This is a cool Nina sculpt, like this, like creepy, weird fungal looking shadowfell plant. He's a fun guy, and he had a little LED. I know. Should we show people pieces we killed? This is like, can just get them set.
Maybe, because if there's enough right about it, we could.
So this was like a math thing, and there was some troubles. Like, we're having a hard time figuring out the paint scheme and figuring out the color of the glow and like a bunch of things. These were supposed to be these other like sort of weird mouth orifice things were supposed to glow, but we could only get 1 LED in there, and so it was like a whole thing. It wasn't doing quite what we wanted. And then the bigger problem was we had get it off. No. We had this JST socket connector. So this thing, which look at this was the paint without pre JST, and this one isn't really finished painting. But the idea was this it was a mat. There was it was a circle of ruins, stones. Actually, the stones aren't even painted on this, are they? Finish it. I think we killed it before we finished painting it. So a circle of ruined stones, ruins in its JST connector, and it pops into your teardrop inserts, right? But the problem was we didn't have toppers for it, right? So we had a fire, but it was basically the same as the fire from the Campfire from Caverns Deep. So it felt like a waste to just repeat the same piece, and it didn't fit. It was such a tight fit in here, like trying to get this small to fit. So it was like thing, and then this guy wasn't working. So it was sort of right before Kickstarter. So I basically put the Gloom Gorger on hold and pulled the JST and both sockets out and pulled them out of the Kickstarter sort of the last second to make room for some other things that we were working on. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can start a petition to bring back the Gloom Gorger. And we can. What was kind of neat was the JST. Oh, that was the other thing. This needed to be a slightly thicker to accommodate the. I don't know. We had a bunch of things that were kind of, but conceptually neat to have. Like the idea was to have a cool, being able to put the JST in your builds and then put any of the other things on there / freestand out your stuff. I don't know. And now I'm looking at these things, I kind of miss them, but we'll see. We'll see what the people say. Blast the comment section with it if you want to return.
Lots of people say it's very cute.
Cute little guy. Fun guy.
Le Turtle says, "Hey, Dwarven Forge."
Le Turtle?
Le Turtle.
He's a French turtle, huh?
Oui.
Hello.
I want to possibly get into Dwarven Forge, and I definitely would like to start with Wildlands because I love the outdoor setting.
Welcome, Turtle.
However, I don't have a large budget, but would love to get something from the Dread Hollow Forest setting. What would you recommend to start with?
With the Forest starter set, I would recommend. It depends on what your budget is. Le Turtle, and in American dollars, not the francs. Huh? I think.
Maybe.
Maybe, if you would be so nice to Kent. I think you should. It depends on what your budget is, but I would do a starter pack or an explore the forest, and it was sort of what you're excited in. What are you most excited about? You get the most bang for your buck by doing some negative space stuff. So either some terrain trays or some battle boards, or if you already have, maybe have a mat that you play on, whatever, and you can just get some scatter to put on that. But the starter pledge, or even the Forest Wargame pledge, gives you a bunch. Or we have a couple of there's a couple of add-ons coming out on Saturday or Friday that would be neat for you. It kind of depends on your budget. Toby's been putting together these sample pledges, which actually turned out to be really hard. Because it's sort of the scatter thing versus full sculpted. Like, if you're trying to do a full sculpted pledge, it already is like over 500 for anything. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But he's doing hybrid ones. He's doing pretty elaborate sample pledges. But keep an eye on. We'll blast out in the update some point this week. We'll have some sample pledge ideas from Toby that might give you some thoughts. But a lot of it depends on how much you're looking to spend, and kind of go from there. But there's definitely some fun. There's fun stuff in the Forest starter, or if you want to go up to explore the forest, that gives you a bunch of fun options. And also you can poke around on the Discord or on the forums, and people are super helpful there.
Yeah. Is there not a new backer guide on the website?
There is a new backer guide.
Yeah.
There's a new backer page on the Wildlands website. Maybe we could send them the link.
Yeah, I'll put that in the chat.
But welcome aboard. It's a big friendly bunch here. We can give you lots of good ideas. The other thing you could do is in October or November, our Plague Stone sets are going to go on sale in the web store. And you could get like the Glen of Mutant Plants from there. You could buy that whole area, or just like the pack of plants or something to get a taste of it, because there's gonna be some really neat stuff in there. Or you could buy some Dread Hollow stuff on the website right now. But Wildlands is gonna give you your most bang for your buck right now. Best prices.
Do you want to take one more question?
Yeah, I love questions. That's why we're here.
All right. I'm trying to find it. So there was a mention about the mega pack for the mountains and how possibly it could be helpful if it had less trees in it, or like if it wasn't focused on trees alone.
The mega pack for the mountain?
Yeah.
Are they talking about the heart of the mountain?
Yeah, sorry.
It has 5 conifers and a ton of escarpments and floors. So it's 95% mountains with just enough trees to make it look cool. And no driftstones, no wyverstone. It's crags, escarpments, floors, trifecta ledges, some trees. It's a good pack.
Mega Jogadorus also says, by the way, when can we see the 3rd unboxing of Plaguestone?
Is it not up there? And the 4th one?
I'm not sure.
We'll have to nudge Selena. Coming soon. Megasaurus. What was it? Mega Brontosaurus? Megasaurus.
Mega Jogadorus.
I love it. It's a name to live by.
Soon. Only the first 2 are up. Says Denth28.
Hey, Denth. Okay, we'll get. Denth is Chris Lowell, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll get those cooking. We've been juggling a lot of stuff on the plate. Sometimes hard to remember it all, but we'll get those up for you. What else? Let's take some more live ones.
Orion Nora says, will the battle boards surface patterns also be available as terrain trays and battle mats?
Somewhat. So we have the battle boards mountain battle boards is also a terrain tray, and the B side of that terrain tray is where did you go, you glorious dirt? Right, so it'll be so one side will be like this, the mountain section, the other side will be this packed earth texture, which is good for kind of like Badlands or for doing a road. We did it yesterday for those of you that tuned in. We built a little road on camera. Yeah, let's put it right here. Let's do it right now. So that exists, and then the forest battle board is a terrain tray that's out. Both of these went out on Saturday, I think. The forest terrain tray exists, and the B side of that is the dismal bog, which I don't have right here, which is basically like a soggy forest. It's got what else in it? It's kind of like mud patches and whatever. It's great. It's like it looks good. It'll definitely give you the if you're trying to do it next to a swamp or whatever, it's like the perfect thing.
Any way to pick up 6x6 terrain trays, maybe a hazard pack similar to the KS6.
Oh yeah, we haven't done like a nice mix. Yes, contemplation. That is a good. Let me put that down. Would they prefer 6x6 or 12x12?
There was 2 comments in a row about 6x6, so if it's an either or, I guess it's something to ask.
But the further following up with the previous one, we don't have it as like a. We're not going to do a texture mat of the forest or mountain currently. We're just doing the cool water. You know what? There's a ton of people have like battle mats out there, so we were kind of shying away from it, but we were excited about our water texture ones, so we went for those because there's nothing else on the market just like that currently, so we thought that was fun.
We have a pool rolling right now for the 6x6/12x12 if it's an either or thing, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, what are they?
It has 3 minutes still. Can we see how the new Aranthor pieces work with the old Aranthor pieces? Says Sly Flourish.
Hey, Mike is back. Yes, and I did a whole video about it, which will be up shortly. But yeah, let's do that in a second. Let's make a little road here.
Yeah, it's fun tower in the woods, says Duke of Dearth.
Yeah. You see this too? You look close. There's a little thing under there. Whoa, what is that? Oh. Little road sort of feel, huh? Packed earth. Okay. We were gonna do old Aranthor with new. This, of course, this turned into like a build stream, right? Because I'm
It's
surrounded by
never
every
not.
Wildlands piece, and I have a table of pieces in front of me. Like it can't not. Right? How does it not?
Can't take candy from the babies.
I do like candy.
There's also questions about that teardrop insert that was backwards compatible with the other LED things.
JST extravaganza.
Yes. Is that still going to be available?
It's not currently, but mostly because here's fire away some ideas. What would you put on that? What would you illuminate? What would you use it for? For the Wildlands, like what pieces would you put in? So here's the other problem with it is, let me back on the thing, is it was, it's got these like ruins stones around it, so it could be good for a campfire or whatever. But the problem is you couldn't do like what was irksome about this guy was if he had two of these guys, like he has like a man-made circle of stones around him, which felt weird. So really, the big reason I scrapped it was like, if we're gonna do it, it should just be basically all natural, right? It shouldn't be a man-made circle. It should just be this cool natural topper, so then you could have natural things floating on it, rather than like, because all the other sockets we have are very man-made, or elf-made, or dwarf-made, or tiefling-made, or whatever, made by sentient beings, right? So it should be natural. So I think it was a mistake in retrospect. It was a mistake to make it have the circle stones, because then it's weird to have any sort of natural glowy thing on it or whatever. So we gotta redrawing board it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So tell us, what would you put? What's a cool illuminated thing that you would put on there for Wildlands? Meanwhile, we need some old Aranthor.
12 by 12, 1 by 87%.
87. Well, how big is our sample?
13. 15 total, 13 went for 12 by 12.
Wow. Where did those Aranthors go? Hold on, tell some jokes, mate.
Oh, goody. I ran out of all the ones that I backed up. Denth, I know you sent some. I just don't have my email open right now, so I can't readily see it. But thank you. But Knight of Phoenix, good to see that you're also 12 by 12. Good news is that you're part of the majority, so I don't think it looks like you're going to have that cut from you. None of this is funny. I didn't have my monologue prepared. Normally Conan writes for me, and today Conan's still in LA off, so I guess I have to get some other kind of funny ginger to write jokes. What is that piece with the helicopter landing pad on it? Is that the teardrop insert that you were talking about, maybe? Yes, so hello, Amy. The 12 by 12 is we were discussing the benefits of doing a 6 by 6 battle board versus a 12 by 12. Seems like everybody is going, well, not everybody. There's a few that prefer a 6 by 6, but the majority like 12 by 12. I killed him. It's so funny that knocked them dead.
Dead? You kill our viewers, Mace?
Yeah, but we already have that backer credits. So,
True. Yeah, if you back a Kickstarter and then die, do the charges still go through?
That's happened where somebody did back our Kickstarter and they passed away.
Wait, what?
And then their
No. What?
Yes.
Who? Wait.
Yes.
What?
I can't tell you who.
What? Well, how do? What?
Because we're
Okay. Wait. How do you? Where did you hear
It was
this?
Tyler that discovered this when he was doing a customer service thing, trying to track down somebody who it was either Hellscape or something else. Somebody had to. Oh no, it was Caverns Deep.
This is a story for lunch.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
True story.
All right. So So someone died while backing our Kickstarter. That's a bummer. There was actually somebody was telling me, the guy from PledgeManager.com said there was a one of the projects that was using pledgemanager.com, they had, it was I don't know, like the high level tier for, for $5,000 you would get your face on the card. It was like playing cards or something, and they couldn't track this person down that was like, had pledged $10,000 for their face on a playing card. So they hired like a private investigator to try and find them because they thought they might have died, the same sort of thing. And they never found this mysterious backer.
Dang. I was going to say you could do it as a in memoriam kind of thing, too.
Robert Stack from Unsolved Mysteries could come in and tell you about it. All right, so here's old to new. Let's do these guys. So these are... Where's Mr. Sly? Where's the flourisher himself? So we've got... These are the new Aaron Thor pieces, which are designed for exactly something like this, where we're trying to transition from here to there. Put that guy in, boom, and then transition out to the old. We could do this little guy.
Sly Flourish says, it looks like old Aaron Thor is slightly higher than 38 millimeters. Is that right?
It's because the polystone shrinks. Our polystone prototypes are slightly smaller. This is the reason for Scalegate back in the old days, is that the original, so Stefan, the very first pieces he sculpted were precisely 2 inches square, but then they were cast in this polystone resin, which shrinks a tiny bit and turned like a 50.8 millimeter piece into like a 49.5 millimeter piece or whatever. You lose a millimeter or something, and so it's the reason for all the weird slight inconsistencies in size. So yeah, this stuff, it's always irksome. So we have a nice mix. You can see here. These are the new thread hollow. Let's do a turn. Let's get over here. Let's go. These are the new Aaron Thor little cliff bits, and then let's go back to an escarpment over here.
Sly Flourish says, I heard that the Aaron Thor cliffs were slightly higher than the CD cliffs.
Yes, they are. They're closer to 40 millimeters, and the caverns deep are closer to 38 because of that's surface scale versus subterranean scale. So it is true. If you get your caliper out, you can verify.
A ravine going?
I'm doing something.
Is the casting color of old Aaron Thor and new Aaron Thor the same? Says so solemn.
Yeah, it will be. Unless, here's the thing. Sometimes it makes more sense for the factory to slightly alter the casting color. Like, it can speed up the painting if they tweak a thing or whatever. So our plan is to do it exactly the same, and I don't know why they would change it. But sometimes it speeds up manufacturing if they alter the casting color slightly. But it should be basically the old Aaron Thor color or very close to it, and then everything else will be in the classic dungeon gray. Yeah, this guy doesn't match with its own. It's more dry brush on this than this. These are both old Aaron Thor bits. Let's put this guy.
Just to let you know, we are at 9:15.
Oh man, see, once I start building, it's all over.
I know. That it's at 10:30 bedtime or whatever you said. Otherwise, I wouldn't stop you.
I said 10, which is not
10,
realistic.
just kidding.
I know.
Unrealistic.
Whose idea was that? I don't know if I have any 2-bit. I don't know. What else? Does this give a good approximation? Old, new. Maybe I mix here. We're going to mix some escarpments. Oh, wait, this is a new piece. Let's get some old.
Is there any reason to get original Aranthor mountains, or should I put
Yes.
the money towards the new mountains?
Both. It's the original Aranthor pieces are, it's just a great box of rocks. Like, it is, you can just, they're small, fiddly, very useful pieces. What I recommend, I'd get a one set of original Aranthor mountains, and then spend the rest on the new stuff. Because the new escarpments are just bigger, faster coverage, and then these let you do kind of more fun, technical, fiddlier builds. You've got more variation, and then you get the new Aranthor expansion pieces, the new cliffs in there, and then it just opens up a world of, you can just build everything. You ask Sly Flourish. He's there. You use the Aranthors for everything. Like those, they're such good all around pieces. Like, you can use these rocks everywhere. Can I get you over there? A little high. So this is just like a crazy mix of old and new. Yeah. Oh, this was the guy that forced the new Wyverstone, because we were trying to find the how do you do cool pointy rocks but have it make sense, and thus Wyverstone was born. All right, what else? Let's do one more question.
One more?
Yeah.
All right, one lucky viewer.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like a half-hour stream that didn't
I know.
pan out.
Okay, here's one that was just highlighted. Earlier you said that all pieces will be in at least one add-on pack, but so far I haven't seen the Glamour Leaf in any. Considering that it has fiber optics in it, I assume it will be more expensive if I put it in an add-on pack, but I'd really love to get a few.
Who asked this question?
That is Neophoia.
Hey, Neophoia. Yes, the good news is there's a Glamour Leaf add-on pack. We were trying to confirm the price. We had some questions about the price with the factory, so we were trying to nail down the price. But it is going to be, right? The good news is it's going to be in a pack all by itself, because it's a special thing, and maybe somebody wants to get like 10 of them. So who am I to say no? So it is coming. We're just trying to nail down. We had a couple questions about the price, so it's coming soon.
Dwarven Forge soon.
Dwarven Forge soon. TM. So it is coming, and it'll be glorious. It'll be glamorous.
Oh yes.
Glamorous.
Quite glamorous.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. Don't worry, everything is going to be in at least one add-on pack. Ideally, at least two. I think almost everything will be in two, with a few exceptions. Like the Wyvern is only going to be in the Wyvern pack, and although the Wyvern is also in a pledge, right? It's in the Wyverstone pledge, so that'll be. But we're trying to make it as much as feasible with fulfillment and the factory. We're trying to give you as many options as possible.
All right.
I still have like a little bit of beer left. So we have like one.
We'll do a few more questions.
Yeah, until I'm out of cider.
Okay, let's see. Throw the little cattail in a pack all by itself too. Thanks, says Real Arte, who is just such a gem in the comments. They are just, I don't know, they always have these like fun, lively little comments in the comment section. I wish I had the 2x2 floors. Jerking me. What else? How often do you donate plasma, says Xandercles, but I assume that's to somebody else in the chat, not us.
Yeah, I haven't ever donated plasma.
All right.
You know what I do? I donate my lifeblood to this project instead. We're all in, man. We're streaming 7 days a week. We're crafting with every ounce of everything we've got. We're going full tilt. There's no plasma left. It's a miracle we're standing.
Yeah. So Zath says, how about a pack with just 10 lily pads?
I don't think it'll have. I'd rather save the SKU for a Driftstone Mega Pack. The lily pads will pop up in a couple of. They'll be around. But yeah, ideally it would be really cool if we could have every, just big bundles of every piece, but it's not so feasible a la carte. or whatnot. Lily pads and cattails.
Ooh. Mega Jogadorus says, is there a place/link that lists total pieces by the type of untamed pledge, like the total quantities of each piece instead of individual counts for mega builds only?
I bet Randy has that on his spreadsheet, and if not, go knock on his door and be like, Randy, come on, man. His digital door.
Bust it down, yeah.
Yeah.
The digital doorbell.
And if not, what's the other? There's 2 spreadsheets. Does John Belando have his out? Is he there floating around this year? So, I don't know. But Randy definitely probably can break that down for you.
What beer are you drinking, Nate?
Oh, it's cider. It's Woodchuck Cider. It's from originally from my little hometown in Vermont. And it's delicious.
Any thoughts on
cider.
a concave pack, says Vegas DM?
Just the concave? Yeah, it's funny. Toby was just saying that this morning. He's like, we need a pack that's just like 4 concaves. It's in a lot of packs already. This guy. Do we need a pack of just 4 of these? I could see this. I mean, I use this thing a lot, but it's in the Scartman's Mega Pack. There's a bunch of them, and which hasn't come out yet. And there's a Caves pack that has 1 or 2, right? And the Concaves pack has 2, I think, or 3. But I don't. Yeah, sort of like an Elevation Blocks pack, right? Just like a ton of these. I don't know. We should think about it. It's not. It's sorry for the lily pad guy, but this one, like, this is a fundamental building piece. Like it might be worth having a bunch of them.
Finley Shards asks, can the
Hey,
wyvern
Finley!
nest sit in the large dead tree?
Huh. Never tried it. This is gonna be a first. Let me just write down concaves.
I don't know where the...
I know where it is. I got everything right at my fingertips here. This is my happy place. Like I am 360 surrounded by training. I know where it all is. Ready? It's right here. No, I lied. It's right here.
Oh, close enough.
I moved the bin, but it's all right. This is gonna be. Let's go to the video.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how this is gonna work out. Well, I've seen a lot worse. Holy moly. I gotta send a picture to Eli. Eli will not abide. Well, I should have.
That fits okay.
Yeah. No, it's adorable. I wouldn't maybe stack a wyvern in there also. I kind of wanted.
That'd be tricky.
Should we do it? All right, let's do it. Fine, you talk me into it.
Oh, okay.
She said it's tricky. That means challenge. Doesn't
Yeah, it's crazy thought. I think is the segue that gets the most action. Is this is crazy, and then action ensues. Oh, something's happening. He's yelling "Holy moly" from a different room.
Oh, dude! I just saw the thing that hamster finished painting, and it's.
Ooh.
I just yelled "Holy moly" from the other room. I mean, that's how you know when I get excited.
I heard the "Holy moly."
I know. Start taking the mole's name in vain. Let's see if this is gonna work. Nope. Maybe. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
It's not the most beautiful.
She guardeth her nest.
But yeah. I would almost want to get a second stump from over there. All right.
Huh. What a good idea. That was Finley?
That was, let me see. Yeah, that was Finley.
Yeah, Finley, thinker.
Stuart Helm says, do you own your own personal Dwarven Forge, or is that just a perk of working for Dwarven Forge so you can borrow and run games out of work?
Both. I have a pretty solid DF collection at home. And I have every Dwarven Forge piece you could ever want here. It is like this is the kingdom of terrain. It's amazing. But you need to have it at home because for running games. I've run a regular game, except not during Wildlands right now, for my son and my brother and niece and nephew. And B, you never know when inspiration is going to strike. You be like, oh, I'm like, what if I could, can this thing stick on that? If I did a thing, and look at. So I need to have all the pieces on hand. And then see when we were quarantined at home and like streaming from home and working on Wildlands at home, I needed to have everything there so I could just, make sure everything was working. So yeah, gotta have a good collection of terrain, because it's if you don't have all the toys, what's the point of working in a toy store? That's an expression, right?
Yeah, definitely. I've heard it.
Pretty sure.
At least today.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of digitizing your pieces for 3D printing?
We have thought about it occasionally. The downsides are you can't print it painted currently. That could change in the future, and it's not as durable. And unless if someone spends $5,000 and something like you could, but most people are just going to have these like low quality, breakable, unpainted things, and it's just not like, I don't know. We want people to have the premium best thing. That being said, the technology is rapidly evolving, and things could change at some point. But I don't know if people would pay a premium for. I don't know. We haven't fully committed into 3D yet. But it's it's definitely brewing, and we have a Form 3 here that we use for armatures. And it was really great when working with Die Hard Dice. They would send over an STL of the prototype of the die. We could print it out and see it physically. Eldritch Foundry they just sent us some STLs of some miniatures today for the game on Wednesday. So we're printing those out and painting them up. So it's definitely 3D printing is awesome. It's a really cool tool, and it's fantastic for one-offs, right? If you wanted to do that, the crazy, the weird shrine to the spaghetti monster in the middle of your thing, and it was, you were never going to use it again, it'd be, it's great for that. And it's, there's some people making some really cool 3D models out there, and there's some good stuff. Not for us right now, but I don't know. We'll see where it goes. And I'll tell you, trying to convert all of our stuff to 3D would be, that's a lifetime. That's a lot. It's a lot. What would be neat would be converting the resin to 3D.
Ooh.
Thing, right? Not replicating the stuff that's in Dwarvenite, but going back and doing the back catalog, or something. I don't know. Maybe see but then also you can't get the embedded LEDs and magnetic. I don't know. It's a thing. We'll see where the future goes with it. But yeah. All right, I got one more, maybe one more question, and then we gotta go. What time is it? Sorry, it's 9:29. All right, yeah. One more question.
Beard on Board says maybe you can have a whole insert in the nest so that the wyvern can just rest on top without having to have the flight stand.
A little boink. It's not crazy. The nest was designed, I think I've shown this before, that the nest was designed so that it has a flat, the top. It's designed so that you can sit a large mini on it. Woo! Even though it's organic, it's got a flat, so you can stack on it. But yeah, we need to just have a little peg that you could put on there so she could hover over her nest angrily. Yeah, she's pretty angry.
She's nesting.
Dude, she's awesome. She's got 6 eyes. Dude, When Jim's character, Gorgon Rex, is dual wielding on the side of dual wielding grappling hooks to like that guy. He's a monster hunter. This is like a crazy monster hunter champion dwarf that just went like wrestled a wyvern with 100 flight speed.
Who wouldn't want to? Yeah.
It's like that's peak D&D. That's as good as it gets. I salute you, Jim. One more sip.
One more sip. One more question.
One more question.
All right, there was a good one from Odin Forge. I just have to find it again.
Man, Odin Forge is so sweet.
He really is.
He's like the nicest dude. He's like my secret brother.
Oh.
Oh,
I found it. Okay, if the foam core riser / elevation becomes a thing, what would the price tag on it be approximately?
I don't know. It was wonderfully affordable at the smaller sizes, like the 6 by, and it got strangely expensive at the larger sizes. And did I lose the other? This was the 38 1 foot. This is 38 mil at 1 foot, 50 mil 6 by 6. I don't have the prices in front of me. I can't remember, but I remember it was like as expensive as a terrain tray. I think for the 50 millimeter thick, 12 by 12. But it was, I don't know. We're working on it. If we do a big bulk thing, we can maybe knock it down. And whatever. But it was, I don't know. We're working on that price. We'll see what we can do. It'll be a pledge manager thing if it happens. But I'll tell you, we need, like, I don't know. The foam is really, it's really helpful. It's a fast and easy way to elevate stuff up fast. Not that the stilts and terrain trays or stilts and battle boards work great too, but like just throwing down a bunch of foam fast is like, it's just dynamite. But there's each tool has a different place, different reason. All right, and on that note, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you everybody. It's been awesome just seeing so many familiar faces night after night, and popping in the comments section and speculating and getting excited and having great feedback and comments. And you guys have really helped us shape this thing, make it better and better. And we will continue to work as hard as we can to make it as awesome as we can. And we're not going to let you down. We're here to make this happen, and you guys are, we couldn't do it without your support. We take that very seriously, and we're going to make this, we're just going to continue to up our game. And hopefully deliver this on time. We're going to try our damnedest, barring pandemics and zombie apocalypses. Is it plural of apocalypse? Apocalypses?
Apocalypse.
Apocalyptical? Yeah, I don't know. But we'll. The good news is we're gonna start molding this stuff sooner, and we've got less pieces in Caverns Deep. We have no alternate paint schemes. We have less packs. We have less everything. So we should be able to do it, assuming all goes well. And I don't know, any other parting words we need to say?
Is it maybe epocalypse? Like of everything? Epoch? Never mind.
Yeah. That's a clever, the multiple apocalypses become an epocalypse.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, before the epocalypse consumes us, good night. Thank you. And we have 9 more days to go.
Yep.
Let's see where we got some. It's gonna get a little bonkers at the end. We have a bunch of stuff. We're like sprinting to get some things done, but we got some good bits and a bunch of cool things to throw into the big things, and I don't know. It's gonna be fun. So buckle up. Wednesday we'll show a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow you get to see something new.
Woo.
And I don't know. What new it's gonna
new
be
stuff till the 29th.
Well, no, more new stuff after the 29th.
And then more new stuff.
Yeah, just give me new stuff. We don't actually have that many new stuffs left, but it'll be fun. And then
Keep
maybe
your
we'll
eyes
revise
peeled.
some of the old stuff. This JST, I want to go back to the JST. I don't know. We'll see. We got to take this. All right.
All
Good
right.
night. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Tomorrow night with Eli.